Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for February 7th, 2022. Also big time. So wherever you're catching in time, this might be relevant, horribly irrelevant. It could be anywhere, but it's general collective. Don't force this to fit your life. If it does make sense, I hope that it's good. Right now, it seems like you're overcoming challenges. So, well, you're always overcoming challenges. This looks like a deep-seated overcoming that you are doing. It's going to be a thing. Anyway, yeah, so if this does make sense, I do hope that it's a good message. And if you have questions about booking a private session, you go to my Facebook page or the provided email address here, or on social platforms, send me a DM. So, let's see what's going on here. Long-stemming issues have, long-stemming deception. A lot of deception in the past is giving you trust issues right now. You always feel like there's some sort of secret that needs to be revealed. Somebody's trying to pull one over on you. But I also think that this has made your personality kind of adaptable to whatever the situation calls for. I really think that you are charming. I think that you are I think that you really know how to go with the different crowds and what each situation and crowd calls for. Kind of like you're the Mercutio. But anyway, that being said, even though you have that personality that can pretty much get along with anybody, I feel like the trust isn't there. There's a boundary and there's a line in you that you don't let people get beyond. This is something that has kept you feeling like you can't fully attach yourself to people in your life. But I see that there's somebody who is really doing a lot of great work with you and trying to break through this. I really feel like they see where you are and they actually are on the same level as you. I see that they're looking through whatever your barrier, your boundary is. And they are doing the consistent work to get you to let down your guard, letting you know that you can trust people who are around you. And I think that this is great because you are now able to kind of get free from whatever this incredibly inconsistent energy was in your life. The only thing that's consistent about this particular person from the past is that they were so inconsistent. You know, you can really count on them not doing what they're saying they're going to do, not telling you the whole truth. This person who's coming in that's so playful, I think that they see this through you and that it's not like they're doing any sort of public service. It's just they don't play games and they actually are very consistent, and that this can be something that they really allow you to heal from. They hold space for you to heal from whatever this type of person was. So you're going to do what you do best. Erupt. Now, I really see that this is going to jog on your insecurity. So this person is kind of chipping away at you and you're up in arms. You might be pushing back. And I don't see the charming energy running. So it's like you're at a loss of what to do. So I think that you're just waiting to see if this charming personality is going to let you down, but all it's doing is really growing on you. So I see that this person is really creating a spot for themselves in your life simply by the fact that they enjoy your energy. There's really no hidden motive that I'm seeing. You're taking a chance on them, which I think is really building inside of you. I think that you're not quite there yet, but you're building towards taking a chance on whoever this person is and whatever place they're going to carry in your life. You're not stupid, and you're not going to be hurt by this particular person. Of course, there's going to be flaws with them, as there is with anybody on this planet. But all in all, I see their consistency and their integrity really paying them through in your life. I know that you're going to be up in arms waiting for them to screw up, and I think that they can sense that too, but I really don't see it happening. So, why did this person come in? Because you were not ending whatever this painful chapter was. You kept hitting a wall with it. This person broke through that wall. So why did they come in? You're wasting your life carrying too many burdens from other people. And I think that they saw it and they're like, absolutely not, whether it was conscious or not. But they really kind of jacked up your world, didn't they? I see that this put a major dent in whatever the cycling plans that you had in place. This is a very unexpected person. But I also see subconsciously you drew them in because your soul is like, I can't keep doing this anymore. Great. I wasn't going to. This put a nice old stop to it. It put a screeching halt of the same energy that you kept drawing in, which was coming and swooping you, sweeping you off your feet. This, it came in to F stuff up. I see that they're very honest. I see that they don't beat around the bush. I love their personality. I see that this is somebody who is really reflecting back the work that needs to be done on you so that you're not using everything as a barrier and that you stop trying to outrun yourself. Not everybody who's out there is going to try and manipulate you to whatever their whim is. And I think that this person is really proof of it. Why am I getting to go to, all right, postcards from Spirit. This is going to be from a main guide or a loved one who's crossed over. We're going to take this one. I don't feel like there's any other ones in here. The simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. Wait, why did I read that weird? They will remind you. Okay, so they will remind you that, you know, good choices and listening to your intuition will pay off. All right. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to a higher ground and have faith that whatever goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? It's funny because you know the saying, what goes around comes around? That used to strike so much fear into my heart. I don't know if that strikes fear into your heart when you're hearing it, but I think that it's waiting for the other shoe to drop as if you've done something horrible in life. But I also think that that's kind of something that has been programmed into this, especially if you're listening to this message. You are stronger than you know. Take the next step now. So whatever this person is in your life, I feel like it's giving you the courage to take the next step beyond your comfort zone. And that in itself is agitating and scary because you're agitated enough to do it because everything is just bothering you from where you're standing. But it's nerve-wracking because you don't want to fall on your face and embarrass yourself or, get hurt. This is saying you got to do it because, my darling, you need to be true to yourself. New exercise program. Sobriety. Okay. So I think that you are moving beyond the old deceptive, inconsistent personalities and that you have to really see them in a different light. So I think that there's been a level of dependency, and not necessarily the best kind, that has gone on throughout the old dynamics. And now this is saying you have to get a clear, sober look on exactly what that is, because This, I think, gave you the sense of withdrawal, which I think you may have confused with a sense of longing or missing, or maybe you made the wrong decision, and it's not. It was just the cycle of addiction and what this person was in your life. So let's see. I'm yawning. What is this circle of addiction? I know that it's some level of codependency. That's such a buzzword though, so I need something new to tell you. All right. Feeling like your entire world is going to come crashing down. We have the Ace of Swords. So you had to change this and rise above whatever this pain was, but it's like you didn't know how to do that. You didn't know what action to take. It was like you were in the dark and there was no windows, no doors. You don't know how to get out of it, but you know that something needs to change. So what are you supposed to do? Feel your way around the dark? I think that's what you may have done, because there's a lot of feelings of not being able to escape. So I don't think that you quite found your way out, and I think that you almost surrendered yourself to what that entire situation was going to be and just call it your life. There's a major point in your life right now, which is learning to let go, which I think is dealing with tremendous amount of heartache. And I think it's kind of devastating, the devastating heartache. So this, what you're letting go of, major karma, major karmic situation that left you highly exposed. I see nurturing coming in and taking place. We also have the King of Pentacles. So it's giving you the gentle nudge and courage to move forward, and the gentle compassion, knowing that you're going to be okay in doing so. So I saw the Two of Cups come in here. I don't know if it's going to come out again. Hopefully it doesn't come out in reverse, because I hate it when that happens. I don't care what the reading is. That's right. I have favoritism in the cards. It just, I don't show it. Okay, so cool. We have, let's see, what's this? The Queen of Cups, emotional maturity, emotional focus. So this, and how you're given space and compassion and a certain level of courage. This is giving you emotional focus on looking at the previous problem that's dissolving for what it really is, and the dissatisfaction, the brokenness, the broken feelings of it, and actualizing what they really are, and making a clear decision on that one, but also taking your time to do so. It feels like the sense of urgency is up, and that this is going to be a journey that you actually have to put in place. So let's see, we have a lack of growth happening. I want to see what that's about. All right, the reason why you can't go back to whatever those crappy situations, I'm just going to say it like that, was because there was so much lying and deception. There was major pushiness coming through, but it also feels like major gaslighting from whoever this person was in your life. They're not changing. I need you to know that they're not changing. Ooh. And I think that once you call them out on that, it's going to change their entire output towards you. And what seemed like effort, it'll actually be proof as deception for whoever this is. And also, it seems like the physical hot and cold of it, like the warmth that they were giving you, whether it was nurturing or loving or whatever the case, that's going to be cut off immediately. So I see a lot of manipulation. This is a major time to look at yourself and see what it is about you that couldn't let this go, or that kept drawing in this personality. It was one-sided, absolutely one-sided choices. And I think the decision was robbed of you. I don't think that you had any actual decision to make, because this person was one-sided, manipulative, and it was gaslighting you on this to work in their favor. And I think that that's what you're seeing, and honestly, that's what's going to get you to run from them. This could be a boss, it could be friends, family, lovers, it could be colleagues. Whoever this is had a really big stronghold on you in your life, but you're breaking free and you're seeing them for the deception they are. We're going to be working on friendship now. And what's this card that wants to come out? Dream big? Great. You need to have higher standards of who you allow into your circle, because while there's almost 8 billion people on this planet, not everyone is going to be positive for you. And you don't need to stop learning all of these lessons because these people are incredibly petty. We have you're being helped. So whether you like it or not, you're getting a real firm smack in the face, figuratively, on what your self-worth is from the spirit realm. They're showing people's true colors. They're showing their wounds. They're showing their intentions with you. So that is all being put right in front of you, and you have to make the decision on what's going to build you up or what's going to really just completely exploit you of all your resources, emotional, financial, physical. You got to decide what you're going to allow be taken out of your bank on a regular basis, but also who is making any sort of deposit in your life that's not absolute garbage. So let's look at this. What is your self-worth? How is it being helped right now? And what is bringing this to your attention? Not everybody is absolute garbage who's going to be taking advantage of you. I want you to know that. This is a very select few people in your life. But you have to start making a decision. What are you willing to tolerate? Who is going to be an asset to your life? So if you want a higher caliber of person who's in line with you, not that you're better or worse than anybody, but a higher caliber that is on the same wavelength as you, you have to start manifesting that person and protect your energy at all costs. Not everybody gets to have access to you. If you're wondering about who it is in your life, yes, that person that just came to mind is somehow involved in this. What? All right, so we have new beginnings underway. Awesome. Let's see. What just came out? 4 cards. All right, what do we have? So new beginnings. We have this. Signs. Soulmates. We have abundance and truth and integrity. Soulmates can show up in many different forms. Not everyone's going to be a lover, but this is the card that we have for this particular deck, you know, Healing with the Angels. So this could be kindred spirit, soulmate energy, twin flame energy, whoever this dynamic is in your life and whatever you have been building through is going to be part of that. The signs that you are getting about the new beginnings is involving a very strong soulmate who has nothing but to add in your life. I feel like the energies truly feed off of each other, and also this person or persons are coming through with the utmost truth about what their intentions are, and they do have integrity, and they also hold you in very high integrity, and that this is going to be something that you guys kind of infuse your energies, well, you guys kind of fuse your energies together. So what do you have to look forward to if you do the work? What's this? Heart chakra. Awesome. And then a bunch of cards just fell out here. Play. Ooh. Reward yourself. New partner. And be honest with yourself. So yeah, these are absolutely divinely orchestrated. And we also have a blessing in disguise. So there probably was an extreme hardship that sent you in motion to come together with this energy. What this is all leading you to is the ability to recreate your future and really focus on joy. Focus on what brings you to life and how you guys kind of feed off of each other's energies, but also how you can kind of serve a purpose, not only in breaking cycles, but what can you do to expand the future of whatever this is and the work that you are doing. So your heart is going to go through a healing. This is a time to allow things to flow your way and to be rewarded. And also this is going to be new people who have just come into your life or who are coming into your life. And it's all in divine timing. So this actually might be highly inconvenient for you and you might want to push it away. But Spirit is saying, shut up, grow up, and I know what I'm doing. And yes, this is divine timing. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a challenge. And This is going to make your heart come to life. So what just came out? We have Cupid, giving and receiving, child, family, and the ocean. I really like that. Your family is going to be going through a change, an expansion, a repopulation, I suppose. But also it's going to be coming towards you, and it's going to be something that you kind of have to learn how to accept the gift in your life. So the final card for this reading is going to be acceptance. All right, but this one is also sticking out to me. You need to learn how to listen to spirit. It's not stupid. In fact, it's arrogant with how right it is and how in tune it is. And we need to put our ego selves aside, sit down, shut up, and start to listen and act upon divine inspiration. I said what I said. Okay, if you have questions about booking a private session because your individual storyline will always be more detailed, in depth, and intense, go ahead and find my Facebook business page, and you can book through there, see what services I provide, yada, yada, yada. Definitely reach out in the messenger as well. You can find me on social platforms and send me a DM, but also in the description here, you can find the provided email address. So really just do what's comfortable for you, make the connection. I really look forward to meeting you. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. If you found your way across this, chances are you need a mini message. I'm looking at what seems to be a really drawn out situation right here. I have a sneeze caught, so I might sneeze in the middle of this. I'm giving you fair warning. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords with Judgment and the Page of Wands in reverse. Somebody's having a time of reflection, and they're being completely honest with themselves. This might be you, it might be somebody that you're dealing with, but I think that this is on your For You page, it's probably you. Anyway, so they're really wondering if they've wasted their time. I don't think that they're being belligerent about this. I think like this is more like a feeling of, God, melancholy. So it looks like somebody that they're dealing with, it's complete lack of action on their part. And I see that this is anxiety ridden all over it. Somebody is afraid of the next step that they have to take. And I see that anxiety seems to be overriding their entire situation. So, King of Swords is not making a movement right now. I see that there, even though it seems like there's nothing moving right now and anxiety is overwhelming whatever this situation is, this standstill is actually a major progressive piece. It is almost a marking of things moving forward. It feels like there's isolation and loneliness that is a part of this, major stress in the situation. So while there's isolation and loneliness, somebody is dealing with, I guess, trying to come out of what seems to be a major hardship. Actually, I think any party involved in this situation is really doing a lot of effort in trying to overcome this hardship. Hardship not only in personal isolation, but also this feeling of time wasted. Yeah, I kind of feel that. And I think that they're really overcoming whatever the fear of whatever this future looks like. It has to be something where they have to sit down and have an honest talk and put their mind over their hearts on this and really think logically. Is this something that they can logically, I guess, overcome whatever the hardship is, or what's going to be involved in that? God, even saying that, I feel like, nope, we got to think about it. Are we willing to, which involves the emotional aspect of it. I think this is going to take really a lot of grounding work on the masculine energy to move on from whatever this long-stemming issue is in their life. This is going to be a two-parter. So this is what we're looking at. I'm going to shuffle these bad boys back in. All right, so somebody's worried about time wasted. Somebody else is worried about the crushing weight of anxiety. Okay, so what do we need to know about this? the time wasted energy is not going to hold anything back. And I see that they're not going to put anything more into this. And we have the Queen of Swords around it again to completely validate. Listen, we got to be honest. We got to be open. We have to be upfront. We have to be a little bit more structured. So this is definitely feminine energy who knows their worth and who has really seen the payoff in their own life. And I see that they want more of that. They want more independence. They want more freedom. They want more growth happening in their life. They're not going to waste it over what seems to be the past. All right, so what does masculine energy involved in this situation have to understand? There is a sense of rejection and let's see, they're feeling a sense of rejection and also a sense of not being able to overcome whatever the challenge is. They're feeling this continual crush. Not like a crush on a person, but the crush of anxiety. So then we have, they are not learning from the past mistakes. Past mistakes are repeating themselves in their life. And we have the High Priestess around them, which they are combating. So what is the advice for this moving forward? They're going to have to start new. They're going to have a fresh start and look at each other without all of the baggage. So there's going to be a lot of effort on both parts to overcome the past and even the past struggles and whatever this dynamic is and move forward towards a healing connection, which actually it seems to be on an entirely different path. Both are still nervous about the future of this, but I see that they are completely mindful and aware and moving forward to what seems to be healing. And I see nobody's really going to fight. Nobody's going to hold anything against each other in this. It looks like a point of surrender. And this is going to be something of continual awareness. And hold on, I dropped another card. This is going to be a practical structure where they're going to have to be kind of reserved with each other, but I do see a very promising and exciting creative new start. Well, there is an entirely new path that is laid before whoever this is involving. I get a strong feeling of masculine energy. This might be you, might be somebody that you're dealing with. And since it's not going, I'm not starting this over. It seems to be stress over the structure that has to come into your life. Like the karma is dead and over with. This is an entire life situation, not really identifying an actual physical death. This is a death of a chapter in your life. So what I'm seeing is a major leap. This is going to involve a lot of personal challenges for you. It seems to be hardship in either sense of security or financial. By the way, let me just show you what I'm looking at. This is where we're starting. So even though this came out upright and then in reverse, I'm going to read it both ways. This is what we're looking at. Okay. You know that this is going to be absolutely, without question, completely uncomfortable, and it's going to be a real challenge to your personal growth. But the past situation, all the karma has been kind of settled, and I feel like this is not just this life. I feel like this is the karmic debts that have accumulated in time with you. You are taking a leap, knowing that this is going to have its struggle, knowing that this is going to have to be a constant reminder for you. You are not backing down from it. I see that there is a major shift and change that is occurring in your life in this, and it is going to involve you in not getting stuck, not letting yourself get lost into the depressiveness of it. Like, I feel like there's an issue with having control in this, and the fact that you feel like you don't have entire control over this situation is going to get you down. Do not let yourself stay down there. This is a major growing point for you. You are meant to be at a place of reestablishing what it even means for you to have your own personal power. I think that a lot of it was gauged around whatever the power struggle of the previous environment was. There is no more struggle in your environment actively moving forward. Obviously, there will be some adjustments, but all in all, I don't feel like this is something that is meant to overwhelm you in your life. It's definitely going to shake you up, and I see that you are getting away from what seems to be the old story, the old karmas, and this is the storyline, the environment of which it was in. So you have to kind of rewrite your life on this, and I see you doing that. I see you making an active choice for your own personal betterment, and I also see that you are getting into the highly intuitive aspect of knowing what is going to be the best for you and going with that, and that's actually going to inflate your confidence and your drive and your manifestation immensely. So there's going to be some bumps and bruises, but you got it. What I'm seeing here is somebody who's actually starting to make a lot of progress on their journey, and I feel like this is some form of overcoming whatever addiction they have had in their life. It could be drugs, alcohol, it could be relationships, it could be anything, it could even be work. But I also see that they kind of didn't do the behind the scenes work. This feels like just a change of scenery without dealing with the actual internal problem. So somebody has started to slip back into very familiar behavioral patterns. And this is an active choice that they had made. I do get that change is scary, and actually even overcoming our addictive qualities, behaviors, and patterns can be terrifying. I'm seeing this as somebody finding comfort in that familiarity, and it seems like they're afraid of the progress that they have. It seems like they're afraid of the loss of the progress that they have made. So this isn't going to work until they actually take a solid look at what the underlying cause of this is. It's not going to stick. It's not going to be it's not going to be a real change until you handle the underlying work. So you have a choice that you have to make. This is either you or somebody that you're dealing with, but it seems hopeless. I want you to know that this isn't hopeless, but until you deal with the underlying cause, no matter how much work you do on yourself, you're not going to have the change or the growth that you want, that is necessary, that is going to ensure the change. So this is where we are, and I'm seeing that you're going to have somebody who is going to hold you accountable. This is either somebody who is going to step up that's already in your life, or somebody who is finding their way into your life, either or. But they're not going to let you hold anything back. It's not necessarily that they're going to corner you, they're just going to get into your face. And I think that this is going to be the best thing for you. We have no more excuses, and we also see that this is not going to be a quick fix. There needs to be long-term care and effort put into here. So I see that you're going to have to not only look at this in a very stone cold sober way, literally, figuratively, but you're going to have to look at the long-term care and effort of this. What I'm seeing here, somebody's breaking. They can't keep their head above water. They want to give up. They've spread themselves too thin. They've tried too hard. So it seems like the problems have really add up, and it's cost them. And now everything is coming to a standstill because they don't know what they want to do. It seems to be a breakdown of everything that they have built, and they can't outrun it. There's a fear of abandonment that's really holding them on to this, but also a fear of wasting time that I think that they're not even willing to fight anymore. It seems to be everything that they have poured themselves into is one-sided, not fulfilling. It's a lot of feeling of ungroundedness and no longer wanting what's in your cup. So why did this happen? Because it feels like the throat chakra is blocked, and it feels like there's a buildup that's occurring. Somebody's insecure. And they are not going to half-heartedly put themselves in the same situation again. It's the ending of a very painful cycle and lonely cycle for them, and I think that they are really working on beginning an entirely new cycle in their life, but there's a lot that they need to let go of. So, what is it that this person needs to let go of? It might be you, it might be somebody that you're dealing with. What do they need to let go of? Overanalyzing. Is this what they need to let go of? They need to understand that they don't need to keep putting themselves in a situation that is going to teach them the hardest lessons. They have to understand that the lesson is learned. There's nothing more that they need to do. They can actually make different choices with different types of people in their life. I see them getting over this karmic situation and taking a leap into something very different. They're going to experience what seems to be some roadblocks, but I don't see them outrunning it. They want something stable, and they are moving on to something that is unconventional yet stable. It's somebody who has some self-mastery. Okay, so we're coming out of what seems to be a really hard time in your life, and it seems to have taken a drastic change. This is not for the faint of heart. Major karmic lessons were dealt, but also I feel like hope is being restored. You're not dealing with any sort of emotional manipulation or pessimism or somebody who can't seem to get out of their own way. So I see a major commitment and establishment of what their personal belief is, really being the leader in where they're taking their life. This could be, what's this? This could be what seems to be a lonely road, but I actually feel really good about this. I feel like you're coming out of hermit mode. Yeah. You're not playing any more games. You want the major payoff. You want it. Whoop. As I drop the card and I try and finagle it over here. You've surrendered. I don't think that you are in a point of trying to have a power struggle anymore. I see that this is very nurturing. I think what seems to be a battle is not a battle. It is more of like the nurturing side of whatever your reactive nature is. You're not going to meet it with force. You're meeting it with compassion, and that's actually taking a major lead into how things are going to change, because I think that you're so used to being such a fighter that now that there's no fight and that you don't have to fight, it's going to be like expecting to hit a wall. There is no wall to be hit in here. But it is going to cause chaos while things settle, because you're expecting something to jump out of the smoke to hit you in the face. I think that that's happened more than once, maybe even literally. So, what's some advice for you while everything starts to settle? Don't celebrate just yet. Don't put all your cards out on the table. Start to make a plan. You need to make a plan. You don't have to defend this to anybody. This is something that is going to take a lot of focus and care, and that's going to really blossom your situation and really take you out of the hardest time and bring you into a major point of self-mastery, where you are not only the mastery of your universe and your life, but of every tool that has been kind of put in your toolbox. So listen, you're not ready to move on and heal. That's because you're expecting a fight. Take a leap into the unknown and do it with an open heart and also very watchful eyes.